Hello everyone, it's Carmelo from Chimera's Comics. I am long overdue for an update on Magnificent. It's very important to me that you know that we have not stopped working on our project at all. We had an unfortunate couple of setbacks, specifically regarding our coloring. Unfortunately, we lost our third colorist on the project, and for personal reasons that I will respect her privacy, and I won't go into that. But suffice it to say, it's difficult because when we lose a team member, we have the problem of, do we want to start over with that so it all looks 100% the same, or can we sufficiently match a particular style so that it does not we don't have a patchy final product. And so that's what we're working on, is trying to make sure that we're efficient in completing the project, so that when you have this finished work, it doesn't look like three or four different people colored it. It's still got a consistency to the tone. Fortunately, we have found a new colorist already, the endlessly talented Lydia, who I will link to her Facebook page in our update here, and in the YouTube notes below here in the description of the video. Lydia has let us know that she thinks she'll be able to complete coloring in 2 weeks. So I'll have an update for you before then, but within that 2 weeks, we should be done with the coloring, which leaves only the lettering, which is in process. We're not waiting for the coloring to be done to do the lettering. So hopefully they should be done right around the same time, or immediately after one another. We can we can letter in a layer right over the pencils, so that I can take that layer of letters and put it right over colored artwork. So they do not need to be done at the same time, because we're doing things digitally. They should be done right around the same time. And then once that's done, it's just a matter of how long it takes for the books to ship from China. It should take about 2 weeks. We have used an American company, a Chicago company I'm very happy to be working with, but they outsourced the physical printing to China. It'll take about 8 weeks, but we should be looking at an early summer release date for Magnificent. I will have a very detailed timeline for you once we have the coloring done, because that's a little bit out of my hands. But once it's back in my hands, I will have it. I will have a timeline done, pretty much like clockwork for you. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was, as you might have heard, we had to close one of our stores, Chimera's Comics in Woodridge. We were looking to sell the store, and ultimately decided to franchise. So we will be offering Chimera's Comics the ability for other people to open Chimera's Comics with our help and our blessings. And it looks like that store is going to be our first franchisee, but not in that location. So unfortunately, the timing just didn't add up to do it all at once. So we did have to close the location, and that was difficult, and it was very time consuming. And I'm very, very sorry about that. And that's not a reason for the delay on Magnificent, because right now the coloring is out of my hands, but it was a reason for the delay in my updating you, and I am sorry about that personally. On the good news note, I'd like to tell you all about a new project we did at Chimera's Comics. I'm very excited about. We offer a class on how to make comics, soup to nuts, for beginners, or for a refresher for people who have been doing this on their own. There's something for everybody in it. It's a 7-week class. We started this week, and we're very, very excited. We've got 7 people in the class, and so for our pilot program, I think that's a huge success, considering that's about as much as we could take. We can physically take 12, but then we're really all kind of spread out a little bit. This was perfect for small group discussions, and they were an engaged, excited group. And some people had made comics before, some had tried and never got it off the ground. And so I really think this class is going to be great, not only for giving them the tools, physical and mental, to make a comic book, but also to give them the motivation to finish, follow through a project. And that's going to help us follow through and carry through Magnificent. And I wanted to tell you guys about this because you supported us on this idea that Chimera's Comics was not just a store, that it was a community we were building. And this is exactly the kind of thing that I think of when I think of us being a part of the community. And so I hope you can be proud that you helped support a business that's not just there to sell you things or pitch you things. It's a business that's there to teach, to grow, a place for people to come and gather and and to learn about each other and learn about themselves and to share the things they love. So I'm really proud of this. I think this is what Chimera's Comics is all about. So thank you all very much. This has been a long update, but it's long overdue. You'll hear from me before the coloring is done, and then again once the coloring is complete. So thanks very much. Have a great day.